Right now I'm just deconstructing some pallets for our chicken brooder. The cost of plywood is like $45 to $50, maybe a little more a sheet right now, so it's a way to save money and still get the job done. It's actually going to look more like a barn with this wood anyway, so I mean it'll still look good and it'll serve the purpose.
It's like this Mad TV. Look what I can do. And he does all those silly things. You remember him with Stuart? That was his name? Was it Stuart? Look what I can do.
Tall guy?
Yeah. I think it was Stuart, unless that was another character he did. I don't know. It's been so long. Look what I can do.
Hi!
Douglas.
I can see myself.
That's going to be interesting.
Let me go look. Oh, you look so pretty.
Okay, now stop, please. That's enough.
I can see myself.
Okay.
They want to see Mommy, not you.
You can use the back of the hammer to straighten those things.
Well, I don't even know what to do with this one.
Use the back of the hammer.
These are not good for me. Like Daddy. Well. They're watching Daddy now.
Here's the layout so far, and he's just got to make all his necessary cuts, and there's the other wall back there. Here's all the wood that we've taken nails out of. So let me tell you, at 5 and some odd months pregnant, which was a chore, I think this is going to look really good. Cade, did you just steal my job?
Yeah.
You totally just stole my job.
I know I did. Come on, what's wrong with that? I don't know. Move, lady.
Oh, look at there. He does it better.
Yeah.
Dad, watch me.
Good job.
About to give them some leftover scraps. Days like today are my absolute favorite. Sunshine, beautiful weather, my whole family's outside and we're working on projects. It just makes my heart happy, my soul is happy and content. I just love it. I live for these days.
You can try to drag me down. I could never lose my hope. Just gotta leave. You just gotta. Yeah. I want it like I need to breathe. With my life burns low. I could just gotta leave.
Move, Mr. Panties.
I just wanna leave.
So I'm about to attempt to clean my chicken's rear ends. There's one in particular that I really want to get clean. In a lot of Facebook groups that I've read that this sometimes becomes necessary. I'm not 100% sure it's necessary right now. It's just there's a lot of buildup back there and she does look a little red. So I'm just gonna attempt it and just get her clean. It can't hurt. So that's what we're about to do.
All right, clean them chicken butts.
Well, this has the soap in it. That's just backup water. They started in on that pair. And I brought that just in case. Let's see, which one of you is it? Bree, go over there. Go stand over there so they look at you. This one. The one in the back. I feel like I need to switch my hands around. But I don't know how to do that without letting her go completely.
Hold it with one hand.
So we just did that. And I would love anybody's comments on if you do this often or only when you see a problem. So the first one that we did, she was red up underneath. But her poop, I think, tends to be more runny. And it has been since we got her over a month ago. So maybe that's why her skin back there is irritated. So any thoughts and comments on that would be very much appreciated. The other two, we just kind of rinsed off. They didn't seem to have any problems back there, but while we were at it, we went ahead and just cleaned them anyways. So that was interesting, and we did it. And Cade caught the chicken. I wish I had that on video, but we were all involved. But Cade caught 2 chickens for us for the first time. So I'm gonna go empty this yucky water and throw these gloves away and get rid of this and get back to the chicken brooder. So we're putting this board in the middle because we're gonna have meat chickens and layers, and this is the solution we came up with to keep them identified as one or the other while they're still tiny. When they graduate from this, they'll go in separate areas when they're grown, but while they're little chicks, this is how we'll separate them. All right, so it's evening now. We just got back from a trip from town. We had to go get some last minute materials for the roof, which was this plastic. Well, this isn't for the roof, sorry. This is for the windows. So these are the ventilation windows. So they will open and then we can prop them up when it's hotter in the summer. And so that corrugated plastic is gonna cover those. And then we were looking at roofing stuff. We had this left over from when they did our roof. So that was a huge blessing that we get to repurpose that and use it for the top. And then he's just gonna figure out how to, what'd you say you were gonna do with the roof?
Figure out how I want to frame it up and use this again. I'm paying $50 a sheet for plywood.
Yeah, plywood is so expensive. I think we mentioned that before, but we're gonna try to use as much as this free pallet wood as possible. Okay, we also got to, I went ahead and bought stuff to make my seed starter mix. We had to go to Lowe's and Home Depot. We got these at Home Depot. They had the bigger bags of this. And then we got this at Lowe's, which Home Depot might have had this, but we were at Lowe's first. So we didn't want to have to like go back and forth. Lowe's did not have the bigger bags of these two. So that's my 3-part seed starter mix that I'm going to make. And then I have just 2 seed trays that he's pre-made. And then there's like a whole bunch more that he needs to put together for me.